something for everyone. Play the game, no time for delay. Letting the dice roll, come what may. Exploring new locations, new displays. This digital world, a new adventure awaits. Play the game, no time for delay. Letting the dice roll, come what may. Exploring new locations, new displays. This digital world, a new adventure awaits.
Hello and welcome everybody back to Digimon DnD. We are here yet again with our wayward travelers in the land of the digital world. So, last we left off, Mission 1, a message for the Crimson Shield. Aiko, Azriel, and Nason began their adventure in the digital world with some shopping and prepping for their first chosen quest. Azriel picked a quest out of the 4 starting quests provided for new players, delivering a message from Azulongmon to the leader of the Crimson Shield, Gallantmon. To escort their team, members of the Crimson Shield were chosen to protect their caravan. Zane, having begun his journey at the Crimson Shield base, met with the only familiar face he could stand at the moment, and that he recognized, the young student president, Megumi, whom he had met a year ago when he and Azriel were still high school students at Takamoto. While Zane did some shopping of his own, Megumi and her partner Sistermon went to find a quest for the two of them to accomplish together. As she wasn't accustomed to video games, and Zane was willing to partner with her for their first quest, Megumi had chosen the mission to escort Aiko's group of the Azure Dragon members to the Crimson Shield base. Being able to teleport to their quest starting location, the members of Crimson Shield, Zane and Megumi, met with Aiko, Azriel, and Nason at the front gate to begin their adventure. While en route to the Crimson Shield base via a Unimon-drawn wagon, the party is assailed by a band of demon Impmon, led by the demonoid Wizardmon. The battle takes many turns, with each party member getting accustomed to their abilities and their partner's Digimon's strengths and weaknesses. At the end of the fight, with no survivors left thanks to the mission parameters of Megumi and Zane's quest, the party now takes a brief rest before continuing on to their quest. So, Zane and Aiko, you both are resting right now in the kind of what remains of the battlefield in a small little campsite. So let me pop up the campsite real quick. As one of you, or as each of you have an item that when you are needing to rest, you have a little tent item that is provided to you inside your inventory permanently. And this creates an entire space just for yourself all around this area that you're in. You feel it's a safe space. It's like a barrier as this beautiful area shows up, filled with just a natural, beautiful lake, trees, and an open fire, and plenty of tents for everybody. Fire! Yes, Zero, there's fire. Alrighty. So, Aiko, as you and Angorimon take a siesta, so to speak, or a rest, what would you like to do while you are relaxing? Oh, okay. Necro will be joining us shortly. Well, what would you like to say? As the rest of them, you notice Nason goes to his tent with his two puppers, and he is just enthralled with talking to them. He almost like he hasn't even noticed that everyone's kind of camped around this beautiful little campsite. He's just focused so heavily, talking to them, petting them, as they go to sit at a campsite that looks oddly like the coloration of their Digivice, as each of your tents are also color coordinated to your Digivice. Alright, so, what is it that you would like to know, Aiko, about this wonderful world we call the digital world? I notice you are clearly taken aback by our appearances and even the way this world exists. Ah, the beginning is a long time ago, but I believe I would be able to tell you a few things. So, long ago, when the digital world was very new, it started simply with three great beings of light. There was Cherubimon, the god of beasts. There was Ophanimon, the goddess of life and love. And then there was Seraphimon, the god of Digimon, the god and creator of the humanoids and the designer of what most now see as the vaccine Digimon themselves. Sorry. For some reason it's not letting me invite Necro to talk. I don't know what's going on. There he is. There, now it's working. Okay. Ah! Oof, that's never fun. So, as I was saying, Aiko. Oh, you're quite right. Uh-oh. I haven't had you on yet. Oh no, what have I done?
Thankfully, I haven't said a lot yet, so...
True, but that was an awkward beginning, so hopefully that doesn't bother anyone.
Hello, stream.
Yep. Let's get a fresh start, everyone. We're all here.
I'm hearing me.
There's like no introduction.
But make sure it's up. We're kind of quiet.
So, as I was saying, there were the three gods that began the digital world, each one representing a different aspect of the digital world. And then, as time goes by, a peaceful land it became. But peace never lasts when wild things are about. Some time ago, long before any of us can remember, after the beginning, there was the introduction of a new type of Digimon. At first, they welcomed this new form of life. The Digimon were unaware that they were in danger. This creature, these viruses, at first, all they could think about was the destruction of all other Digimon around them. As they began to swarm and raise villages after villages across the land of the digital world, soon it became necessary to fight a great battle. This, I believe you have been told when you first arrived. There was a great battle that began, and this was called the Deletion War.
Well, that definitely doesn't sound nice.
It was not. Soon after the Deletion War began, many Digimon lost their lives and became digital eggs again, though some unfortunately, where their data was lost forever. Those specific ones we still mourn to this day. Though none of us remember what they were, we are aware of their disappearance. It is like a hole in our souls that we can never fill. For when the Digimon is taken from us, and does not return as an egg as it has been so for all of us, it means they are lost and can never be found again. But that's a little bit sad. This story does have a happier continuation. You see, as the digital world was thrust into war, so too was a new species of Digimon created by the great Thorathimon. This is why we call him the creator of the vaccine Digimon. Those such as myself. We were created as a way to fight back against these deadly viruses. A way to perhaps cure these Digimon of their desire for destruction. Now, we are in what you would call the reboot war, a continuing conflict for the vaccines such as myself to aid the Digimon across the digital world, including the viruses, to be cured of their evil ways, so that we can all again live in peace. So, Zane, as this conversation is being had, first off, you are actually no longer in the form of Devimon. Your transformation only briefly lasts, so it's for a time of combat situation. So as your transformation has ended, you are hearing this sitting next to Azrael, who is also still around the fire with his Digimon. And you start to think about, as you are the one of two representations of Crimson Shield that are at this campsite, the only other person to have a virus-type Digimon as a part of you. But unlike Megumi, whose partner is, next to her and talking, you hold a spirit of a virus inside of you. And this spirit, though it is quiet, it does not speak. It feels, and it feels the shame, it feels the pain of this memory, of this concept of its existence, that it once, before it was reborn into the spirit that you now hold within you, it too sought the destruction of innocent Digimon, for no other reason except its own programming. Its own existence told it must do so, until it was cured by the vaccine Digimon.
Okay. So to Angoramon, I should probably ask, so are you trying to get rid of virus Digimon? Or what's the end goal here?
Oh, no, of course not. No, we do not wish to destroy any Digimon. For Digimon are not capable of being permanently destroyed in, normal fashion. Unfortunately, the virus, possess a way to permanently erase us, which is why they pose such a great threat. But those of us that are vaccine or simply the data, we have no means nor desire to destroy, simply to reprogram, to get rid of that evil that is in them, taunting them and tormenting their souls to destroy and nothing more. We wish to give them free will. We wish to give them the ability to choose their lives, as we all do, as individual Digimon, not those controlled by those above them who seek nothing but power.
So who is this? Is there someone controlling them? Is there a bigger threat, or is it just
There is
these guys?
rumors, so to speak. There is a organization, a group of virus Digimon. They call themselves the Night Council. These Digimon are tormentors, evildoers of the greatest aspects. And as far as we can tell, they seem to be the progenitors of these viruses. We do not know where they began, or where they started this war, or why. But as soon as they were born to the digital world, Destruction is all they sought.
So we get rid of them, problem solved, right?
That is the hope. The hope is that this Night Council is the only reason these viruses commit these heinous acts. And that at one point, like the spirit that dwells in you and Sistermon next to you, Mogumi, as you all were once peaceful Digimon like the rest of us. As
So
Sistermon
how do
looks
we-
over, kind of towards you,
Alright.
Zane. I do not remember much of before I was reborn. Thankfully, I did not keep the memories of my dark days, but I can sense the feelings of Digimon around me, and the pain that I sense coming from those at Crimson Shield that have long since began this war and fought against these enemies for so long, and the spirit that dwells within you itself, Sir Zane. I sensed the pain that it feels and the desire to make good, so to speak, on its path of life.
So how do we get to this Shadow Council?
This, of course, is a mystery, though we hope that now that all of you Digidestined have arrived in our world, that this is a sign that soon their power will diminish. We do not know where they make their camp. We only simply know where the home of all viruses are. It is a forbidden land, a land that we dare never go unless we are of the strongest resolve.
Well, I plan to go there, and you guys better not drag me down.
Of course, we are your allies and your partners. We seek to make sure all viruses and Digimon live peaceful lives. We will not hold you back. We hope to hold you up.
Good enough for me.
As you kind of look at your map, as anybody who wants to looks, you see in the far corner.
Streamer, look at chat. Look at chat, streamer. Streamer, chat, chat, streamer, streamer. Look at chat.
I apologize. I did not see that. Ah! How do I click accept? I don't... here it is. I found it. There we go. Uh-huh. There we go. Sorry about that, Necro.
No worries, no worries.
As you look at the map, to the far left of the isle you find yourself on, which is called the Frontier Continent, there is a land called Server, and it looks like a vast desert, destroyed and disheveled, at least from this distance. And you gather that is where they are talking, the home of the virus Digimon. There's also to the corner, the right corner, the Directory Continent, where the vaccine were born. And that is said to be a holy land of high mountains and clouds that only those who have been chosen or born can go to. So, Azrael, as
Yep.
you listen to these stories, I would like you to let me know what Azrael's feeling right now in this kind of off-world, considering your connection to this game and the early stages you saw it at. Now you are in this kind of alternate dimension, so to speak, within a dimension. This campsite that has like a bubble around it protecting you from outside forces. None of this was in the original programming. None of this seems like it was something you even thought about in the original computer game you tested. It was a simple, basic point-and-click game with pictures of Digimon It was very basic, and you thought, oh, well, as a start, this is good for character introductions and such like that. But this is nowhere near just a simple upgrade from a point and click.
I'm gonna be a little confused as of right now because I was expecting, as you said, I was expecting a point and click adventure, maybe a little minor upgrade, but this is a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. And it feels more real than I think anything I've ever felt before. So I'm still very confused right now and trying to get my thoughts together and understanding what's going on because this feels really different.
As you feel that, you also feel something else next to you, cuddling up, kind of like keeping you warm, is Rain, whose fur feels so warm and so real, like that of a pet. The textures, the designs, if this is animation or if this is programming, it is the highest quality. The feel is real. The warmth is real.
Just gently reach over and scratch his ear as I'm contemplating all of this. And I want to ask, I'm sorry, who is the Digimon we're speaking again? I missed that portion.
Oh, that was Angorimon. That was her Bun Bun.
Okay. I want to ask Bun Bun. You said this world's been like this. You have the concept of time. How long has this world existed?
That is a difficult question. Time, you ask. We do not go by really many aspects except the days go by as the night and the sun fall. If I were to make an estimate based on that alone, it would be over many thousands of days. Perhaps millions. I could not tell you. The histories are difficult to translate, and my existence is very new. My memory started when I was born to Aiko, but my knowledge somehow is vast. I know things that I would not normally know as a young child, so to speak. But when we are born to a Digidestin such as you, many of us have been granted gifts that we do not understand. I have been granted many gifts of knowledge and history, as your friend Megumi's Sistermon has been granted a gift of a partner. For I hear Sistermon was not born in front of Megumi. As Megumi speaks up, no, actually, yeah, that's the weird part. When I showed up, she just kind of, popped on, walked over to me, shook my hand, the whole introduction like a normal, friendly person would, and told me she was my partner. I mean, I couldn't question it, and my little menu bar came up and said, your partner is Sistermon.
Do you know of any elder Digimon that have been in the world for a long period of time?
I can answer that, as Sistermon speaks up. Though I am still young, I remember at least what you would call a year, perhaps 2 years of life. And then the one who you've all met when you arrived, my sister for one, has lived many years, as has our leader, Azu Longmon and Gallantmon and Rosemon from the Gold Rose. They are long-lived Pokemon. Blasphemy, sorry.
Ooh. Oof.
Whoa, I don't know what happened there. Digimon. This is what I get for multitasking into two different worlds every other day.
Yeah.
But yes, those three have been the longest living Digimon that we know of, other than, of course, the Night Council and the great gods that dwell above, the Digimon deities.
I would make a note that once we get to our destination to deliver our letter, I might want to have a conversation with the town leader, the Gallantmon.
Alrighty. As you all continue to kind of enjoy the night air, and it is a very beautiful night, which is odd because when you started the mission and when you fought, you weren't at night yet. You were still in about midday. But when you set up camp, this alternate world, the sun instantly started to draw down into a nice dusk. And the lights began to go out, and the fire began to rise, and a peaceful night was in front of you, with the sounds of all types of natural animals that you would normally not associate with, a world of fictional creatures such as Digimon, but you hear crickets and birds. You don't know if they're coming from crickets or birds, but you hear them. And after a little while, I want you all to roll me perception checks. So this would be based on wisdom. So a d20, add your wisdom modifier, and then add your proficiency if you are proficient in perception. So all three of you.
Will do. Second. Why am I? I'm sorry. I'm still apparently in the character builder.
No worries.
I rolled a 15. I don't know if you got it.
Yep, I saw it.
So when I do the roll, is it to everyone, to self, Dungeon Master?
To everyone.
Okay.
I got a 12.
11 plus 3. So yeah, 14.
Oh wait, sorry. It was a perception roll. That was the wrong die. It'll be a 14.
14. So, all of you pick up on this. In this peaceful area, you hear the sudden kind of shriek of a young girl, and it takes you by surprise as this, out of nowhere, just seems to come into your heads like something nearby, but not in your peaceful land, not in the tent area, but outside where you originally fought your battle.
Okay. I would get up and start moving towards where I heard the sound. I think somebody's in trouble.
Same. I probably would have been like, what in the Jesus Christ was that?
I did the same, but I wouldn't make a noise so they don't know I'm there.
As you look over those who will go to investigate, you see 2 other players being assailed by knights clad in armor. One in a dark red armor, one in a dark purple armor. And they seem to be assailing 2 player characters with their partner Digimons, both which are Palmon.
What a pal.
As you look on, questioning whether or not you should intervene, you see the names over their heads of the 2 player characters. One is called Superhuman Specs, the other is called Lady of the Rose. Both of which, one of them, Aiko, and you recognize. Lady of the Rose looks very familiar to you. You can't picture why, but you recognize her face. You don't recognize Superhuman Specs. They look very young face. You gather they're probably in a much younger grade. As
Do
you
they have a similar face to mine?
No, the younger one, is a male and looks nothing like you. The Lady of the Rose doesn't look anything like you or anybody, but you just seem to recognize her for some reason. You can't place why. Roll me a history check.
Rolling. A Another 15.
Another 15. You do recognize her, but you can't think of her name, but she's in your class. She sits in the front row. As you look on, these two knights clad in armor with their partner Digimon, one with the name Shadow Rider, rides upon a large motorcycle-like Digimon and has an ally of a goblin, some kind of giant goblin wielding a mace. And you see the stats over it says Machmon and Gaburamon. As he rides forth on his motorcycle towards him, with the Gaburamon on his back, the Gaburamon strikes against the Palmon, knocking it down. And it seems to jump down onto it as it descends from the bike, beating down on the defenseless Palmon. And you see in the distance the other one, clad in purple dark armor, has a partner that looks like a brain in a jar, just on feet, staring, evil eyes, one fleshy and one robotic, at the other Palmon. And you see large little wires extending from its hands, wrapping around the Palmon, torturing it with electricity surging through its body. And as this happens, the two knights, one who does not leave their mount, but slashes across the Lady of the Rose, and the other one, who seems to be holding some kind of dark rod, extends the rod as a large amount of electricity expands from it and shocks the Superhuman Specs player, as each of them scream out in immense pain. You see them just begin to disintegrate into data, the players and the Digimon alike.
I'm starting to not like this.
As they both go towards the places where those two individuals were, those who have played video games before, Azrael, Zane, you know that this is just a typical day of a online game. These are what you would probably call player killers. People who enjoy player v player or PvP. This is just run-of-the-mill for those kind of players. But to see it in this kind of world, to see it in a world that feels so real, even puts both of you a little bit on edge.
I think this is enough watching right now. I want to go ahead and try to step in.
Yeah, we probably should do something. Yeah.
As you step
Being
forward,
in my server.
are you approaching Pete like stealthily, or are you just walking up?
My friend Zane over here does a little bit more of the stealth thing. I'm gonna go ahead and start reaching for my card as I'm moving in.
All right, Zane, would you like to approach stealthily?
I would like to approach stealthily.
All right, so roll a stealth check. So that'd be on your dexterity. So you would, if you look in your abilities on your character app, it should have a stealth option that you can click. It should automatically roll with your stats available.
Sorry, where?
So if you look at your character sheet, there's a large centerpiece in the main area that has, it starts with acrobatics and goes down. And you see a lot of numbers next to them. If you go down, it'll say stealth, and it has +3,
Yeah.
or it has, not +3, but it has a plus number to it. And if you click on the number, it'll auto roll for you.
Yeah. +4. Yeah, okay. 5, not the best roll. I got a 9.
So a 9. Though you are approaching stealthily, your inner turmoil of seeing this kind of cruelty, you're not unused to it. You've grown up with some rough characters, but this kind of irks you to the point where your outer walking, your outer appearance lets loose a little bit of your emotions, which prevents you from really reaching that stealth level you wanted to. As both of you approach, both knights turn to face you. Well, well, well. More players for us to have fun with. Isn't that right, Desire? Whatever you say, Shadow. I don't really care at this point.
I mean, let's not jump to conclusions here. Like, we can sort something out here, surely.
Oh, I think we can. What say you, Gaburamon? As it doesn't respond at first. Goblin! Goblin, did you hear me?
Yes, master. I heard you. Sorry. Yes, I wouldn't mind a good fight.
These simpletons aren't worth our time, master. As the robotic head and jar and brain all move at once while it talks, but all you see is the digital lines move across its face, which is a screen. These won't make much of a threat, no more than the last two did. Allow me to take care of them myself, master. Do whatever you want. Doesn't bother me at all.
I was really hoping you were going to make it easy for us.
Oh, but of course we would. Of course. Ask what you would of us. As he just grins at you, but you can't even see the smile, you just know he's grinning.
So how about you just attack these two, let us walk by?
We have no business with you. We were simply told to take care of these two. You're not on our today's list. Unfortunately.
Are the two still alive, or are they just really hurting right now?
You notice the two individuals, the players, are starting to de-res themselves, so they're starting to be logged out, probably sent back to the starting location. Anything
They're
else
both-
I can help
they're
you
both
with, or are you
critical.
just passing through?
Depends what the others want to do. But
I am not a fan of player killers. I think they need a dose of their own medicine.
fine, if you want to beat them up, then sure.
As
Oh,
fun
right.
as that would be, I think, Azrael, we will deal with you another day. As the one named Shadow stares at you.
If you want to take the coward's way out, then fine.
Today's not your day. I'd like to savor the next time we meet. If you wish to save these individuals, by all means. If you think you can. As the knights, both in armor, start to trudge away towards the other direction with their Digimon in tow. The one on the mount who stared at you, Azrael, just riding ever so slowly, allowing the other knight to hop on the back of the motorcycle as they drive away.
I have to think. Can I prep Gale Storm?
If you wish to, yes.
Alrighty. Actually, I want to cast Gale Storm.
Cast it at who?
Let's go after the one that was talking the most smack.
Alrighty. As you attempt to cast it, 1 second. They're going to cast a counter spell.
Oh boy, they're blue players.
As the one that is currently encased in a jar, the brain Digimon, extends a barrier around the entirety of the motorcycle, and your spell just flies away, dispelling into the air. And you just hear the voice, Data Crusher, as it casts this ability. Now. We let you go. I would expect the same courtesy. Surely you would not attack a man while he is behind you, Azrael.
Oh boy. I want to snap around real quick.
As you turn around, you see the shadow yet again, the armored man staring at you.
Start crying out for Gabumon, but I'm sure I'm not going to be able to finish it.
Tell me, does a 28 hit you?
That's over armor class, correct?
Correct.
It is. I only have a 12.
Alrighty. So, you take a total of 20 points of slashing damage as you don't even feel it connect to you. Just as you turn around to face him, you just feel the slice across you. And then the shadow of armor disappears and is back on the motorcycle yet again.
That kills me.
And as they
Zero at least.
And as they drive away and you faint, your body starting to de-res and reset, you just see them disappearing into the distance. We'll meet again, Azrael. Trust me on that. We will meet again.
Yay, Rich. Alright.
As they disappear, and you all are still left, Megumi comes over to you and casts Heal on you to regain you 6 hit points. So you are back up. What was that about?
As I bring myself up from the ground just a little bit. A bad day is what it started out as, I'm guessing.
Well, I'm sorry, but I had to heal you. You were kind of the priority. It looks like the other two already disappeared.
Let's take this information back. Maybe somebody will be able to tell us who they were.
Well, what's odd to me is I remember them telling us that nobody could hide their faces other than, with simple costumes. Their names, yes, it was one thing, but we should have been able to recognize who they were. It almost was like they were being blocked from analysis. Our digivices couldn't detect which player they were.
I don't like this at all. It's turning into a horror game.
Since we can't see who they are, could they possibly be Digimon?
As Rain comes up to you, I don't think so. The others were definitely Digimon. That was Datamon, Machmon, and Gaburamon. 3 nasty Digimon when they're not purified.
have to think about this, but I think right now we need to recover, maybe rest a little bit, and get our mission done. I think we're gonna need a couple levels before we can do anything to them.
I like him.
You
I
like
knew-
them?
Figured you would.
Zane!
I mean, can you blame him?
Well, yes, I
Yes.
can. We're supposed to be. This is a game meant for us young people to enjoy and create unity together. That was the whole reason why they, had the whole school play the video game in the first place. And then these kids come
Fine.
over around and start knocking down players on their missions. Since when is that part of a video game?
Fine, if you want to kill the fun. Sure.
Aiko, are you okay?
I don't know anymore. I know it's just a game, but it's still that's. I don't like scary things.
I'm not a fan either myself. When I saw you guys looking over the hill, I was really hesitant to join in, but I'm just glad you're okay.
I wasn't getting into that mess.
I'm starting to be a little uncomfortable with how realistic this game is. At least when Sistermon destroyed that, little devil, didn't prolong it or, anything. It just disappeared and turned back into that little egg. And then the egg disappeared. Yes, that is the natural way that we Digimon pass, so to speak. Our data is revitalized into a new egg. Some of our memories stay, and we can bring them back with time. But we also learn new things and gain new memories. It is a rebirth, recycle, over and over. No Digimon truly ever dies. Those that we have lost in the past, as I mentioned previously, are still with us in a way. You see, the one you hear call Zane, as he looks to you, Zane, you hold a spirit of one Digimon that is no longer around. One who has since passed the ability to be rebirthed.
Are you talking about Wizardmon? Yeah.
No, I am talking of Devimon.
Yes.
For Devimon is an ancient Digimon type that has not been seen in many years.
Is that true?
Indeed. I believe anyone who has been granted the spirits that you have been granted, any warrior that can access the abilities of ancient past Digimon, is taking those powers from one who no longer dwells in the digital world. But like I said, Digimon never truly die. We simply become data once more. And data is forever.
But doesn't that technically mean that, you lose your save files or something and you can't remember us even if we, found your egg again?
That is correct. Should you find my egg, there is a possibility that I may regain my memories if our bond is strong enough. But I have myself not experienced this yet, for you are the first I have memories of. So whether that you are my first partner or not, I could not tell.
It's a reincarnation thing, alright?
Yes, that is also a good word for it. Reincarnation.
So how do you remember all this information then, if you're rebirthed?
I do not know this. For some reason, I was granted the gift of knowledge. I believe it was given to me by the great creators. As a partner for Aiko, my knowledge would be useful. I believe each of your Digimon and your spirit are granted these abilities as well. Something unique to them and them alone.
Oh, great. Are the creators calling me dumb? I needed someone smart?
No, of course not. They knew that you would need someone who would give you wisdom when you did not know which way to go.
think they
Alright,
call
who's
you
calling
dumb.
me dumb?
As Angorimon goes to try to keep, consoling you. It's like, no, no, that's not what I meant. Azrael, as you recover from this injury, which by the way, as you did heal, it felt familiar because you've been in a few accidents in your life, one or two injuries, like any individual who likes to be experimental with items of metal, and you felt pain before. You felt that twinge of a gut punch or the cut of a broken piece of metal. This felt like a real cut.
Run my hand across the injury.
As
kinda
you
look
do,
around
there's no physical injury, just the pain that once was there.
I don't think that's normal. Stand up slowly and just kind of keep rubbing the area where he cut me. That felt a lot more real than I think a video game should ever feel.
Well, that's not good. Maybe there is a issue with it. Perhaps maybe this is something that those two individuals did. Perhaps they, what's the word? What's that thing you do when you mess with a computer's programming?
I don't know if they could edit a file to feel like that. I don't know if they could change anything in that regard, but we'll have to be a little more careful about getting hit.
Yeah, because I was hit during that battle earlier, and it barely felt like a tickle.
That wasn't a tickle. I'll tell you that much.
Oh dear. Well, at least we know it's not everything that causes that kind of pain, but we need to be wary of any more dark nights showing up. And what was with those bizarre names? Shadow and Desire? Sounds like something out of a bad horror story.
Or a mid-tier anime.
Heh. I don't watch a lot of anime. I'll have to keep that in mind.
I want to start making my way back towards camp. I'm gonna have to look at my cards. I think I'm gonna need a few more to be able to deal with something like that.
As you all return to camp, Azrael or Nason looks to you all. What is going on? Did I miss something? No,
go ahead.
nothing specific. Wow, Zero, way to call him out. No, it was Shadow and Desire. Shadow Hedgehog and edgy MC Edge face. That's great. So, as you all rest for the night, you all get a full night's rest. So if you click on your character page and go to long rest at the very top, you'll be able to click that and confirm take long rest. And it'll say take long rest, confirm, click confirm, and it should reset all your stuff and give you your HP back.
On the main page?
Yes.
I'm all rested.
Oh, on the top.
Top middle of the page.
Take a long rest.
Well, hello, Hope versus Despair 1. You just missed meeting the characters Shadow and Desire. Welcome, by the way, to Shield Studio. So, as you all get a full night's rest and come to, the day becomes a nice, bright, happy situation, so to speak, comparatively to the previous night.
I'm still going to find it a little odd. Now, the question I have is when we left camp, was it still nighttime or was it daytime?
It was still nighttime when you left camp, but then as soon as you walked outside of it, it became daytime.
Camp is
When we were
localized.
fighting them, was that nighttime? That was dusk, right?
Correct. and it became yeah. So basically, it's a spot where you can always rest and feel rested afterward. It feels like you guys actually just slept, like you fell asleep, but in game time, you can tell that it has been no more than maybe a few minutes since you quote unquote fell asleep.
Well, at least the rest cycle's nice in this game.
As you all step back onto the road, your inventory shows map. Oh, thank you for the follow! Welcome, new Hoardling. We are the Dragon's Den, aka Shield Studio, and we hoard friends like dragons hoard treasure, and you are our treasure. So welcome, welcome to Digimon D&D. A synopsis of this game is a bit long, but I'll give you the breakdown. This is a futuristic Japan, and they are currently in a VR game known as Digimon, in a world where Digimon has not existed up till now. So you are actually just jumping in the third session, so it's not a lot that's happened yet. But feel free to watch the other two that are already posted to YouTube on our Shield Studio channel. So, as you all continue on, your map continues you forward, basically, giving you the path you need to take. And as you continue to trail past the mountains on the Unimon-drawn wagon, nothing else seems to be coming towards you or interfering with your trip, as you finally see in the distance, to some of you a familiar sight, the kind of more ancient-looking kingdom design versus the old Edo of Azure Dragon that is the Crimson Shield base. As you look onto it, you all see in your inventory a completion token that appears just kind of in your permanent inventory.
Hey, tokens.
As you all arrive in the lands of the Crimson Shield Virus Warriors. And approaching you, ready to accept your gift, so to speak, or your item that you must entrust to them, is the leader of the Crimson Shield, Gallantmon. Welcome, brave travelers, and those who have never been here before. This is the Crimson Shield. I am their leader, Gallantmon. I bid you welcome, and hope that you will enjoy your stay as you rest here. As you guys approach, Megumi kind of looks over. Oh, Zane, we need to go to our guild. We got to confirm that we protected them all this way to get our rewards.
Alright, did we get money?
Yes. That's what it says, at least.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
As you and Megumi head over to the base lobby, Azriel, Aiko, and Nason, as you are approached by Gallantmon, who opens his hand, I believe you have something for me.
We do. I'll go ahead and hand over the letter. Gallantmon, I believe you said your name was. You think I might be able to have a chat with you a little later on today?
Of course. Any who wish to speak with me may find me in the base lobby. I help to greet all new and old who come to these hallowed grounds.
I'll definitely take advantage of that once we get settled in.
Excellent. I look forward to our conversation, brave warrior. As he struts away, and he literally just like holds the letter in his hand as it just digitizes and disappears. Oh, I see. And he just continues to walk away. As the three of you are left in this unfamiliar land of Crimson Shield, and you see a menu option come up. Would you like to teleport back to Azure Dragon, or would you prefer to stay?
I'm going to click the stay button.
I'm gonna look to the others like, what are we voting for?
I believe we are choosing to stay here.
Well, you guys are free to go as you please. I just want to stay here because I've got some questions involving that incident we just had.
Me and
I'm
my
not
two
separated
puppers
from the
are
group.
Me and my two puppers are also not leaving. We would like to see what this new place has to offer before we leave. This video game is so exciting.
Okay, I get it. We're staying. I'd rather not leave the group. Click.
What's the alternative?
Zane, as you arrive at the base lobby, Megumi walks in with you, and you both are greeted with the just image in front of you of congratulations, you have completed your first quest. As everybody, including the other three of you, are granted enough experience to where all of you level up. So you are now all level 4.
Sweet.
Woohoo!
And each of you gains 100 bits, or 100 gold pieces.
100.
Correct. You, so unbeknownst to you all, Megumi and, Azrael chose the higher difficulty quest. So that entailed a little bit higher rewards in both experience and in money. So instant level up and a very large amount of bits.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
I suppose, should we take care of that now, or should we wait for you to help us figure out what to put?
We can do that later on. We don't have to do the level up right now. But as you guys are doing this, you notice each of you get a message into your player area, your player messages, not into your video game messages. So it's directly connected to your device. As it says, it is currently 9:30 p.m. Recommendation to log out.
Okay.
Ugh. Gotta go back to school, I guess.
Wait. Did it say AM or PM?
Oh, PM. Sorry. I think I might have said AM by accident.
Well, I gotta eat food at some point. Even if I'm not hungry in here, I'm sure I'm hungry in real life.
Yes, I suppose. But I am currently streaming, so I am going to keep going to there. So I will see you all later. As Nason runs off with his 2 dogs.
My uncle will never let me hear the end of it. I gotta log off for the night.
Yeah, I kind of do too, as Megumi shows up to you all. I wanted to catch you all before you left. Can I friend you all? That way the next time we have to do this game, I can just find you guys.
Sure.
Sure.
Awesome. Oh, I gotta go get Nason's later, but that's alright. And she sends you both friend requests in the video game.
Except.
Awesome! Alright, I gotta log out too, so I'll see you all at school tomorrow, as her avatar just disappears.
Poof.
As it
Have
does
I
though,
done that yet?
as it does though, you see Sistermon is still there.
Judging the Digimon stay here while you are gamers are logged out?
I'm not quite sure what you mean, but I believe wherever you are going, yes, we Digimon cannot follow into your world. But we will still be here when you come back.
Go ahead and give Gabumon a scratch and rain and
Oh, thank
digging through my
you.
menu.
You have a good time at this skull. So, as those who log out. Zane, are you logging out or are you staying in?
I'll log out.
All right. As you all log out, and the night comes, as you all take off your VR sets, it feels like you all have been in there for ages. Like time felt forever. But at the same time, you weren't on that game longer than really you'd expect. The fatigue sets in. The amount of just tiredness you haven't felt in some time. For those who are like late night bugs, you don't feel like staying up late. You make it like, oh, this is the first time you really felt just out.
Sorry.
And you hear Aiko underneath, kind of a dunk, 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 dunk.
What now? What are they banging about?
Aiko! Where are you, young lady?
I'm in my room!
And then why didn't you respond 2 hours ago when I called you down for food?
I had a headset on. I couldn't hear squat.
Don't give me any excuses or lip.
You asked!
As you hear the voice of your mom. As she walks up, opens your door against your without knocking. I told you, do not give me any lip.
Then question if you don't want an answer.
You are always so hard to deal with. How was your first day of school then, I should ask?
Great. We got out early.
Out early? What have you been doing this whole time? Studying, I hope.
Yes.
Good. Alright, well, you missed dinner, but I put one in the microwave for you. Your dad helped cook it, so it's a little burnt, but it's still very tasty. So
I am now feeling the residual effects of not eating on my stomach as it growls, and I'm like, ooh, food.
pretty much, yeah, it is just hitting you like, yeah, I could eat.
Meow. Downstairs.
As you go downstairs, Azrael, as you come back to your senses, there's something that bugs you in the back of your mind, something you can't quite place about just how off you feel about today. You took that headset off and everything just seems wrong. Like there's something wrong in your head, a headache, migraine, all of a sudden starts setting in. Like it's just been waiting for you to get done. You don't
I'm
know.
gonna make my way to my bed and try to rest my head in my hands.
As you go to rest, for some reason, there's also a severe kind of back pain. Like you've been sitting on something a little too long, like just the minorest of back pains. And as you feel around, it's very sore and tender. It's hard to see, but as you look, you also notice there's like a bruise that was not there before you went online. Just this kind of darkened, kind of a deep red bruise.
Kind of try to look at the best I can, try to hold a mirror up to see it and see what it looks like. I don't know how that happened.
As you look at it, it's an odd shape. Like maybe you were leaning over something while you were under the helmet, so to speak. Maybe you were leaning back a bit too much in your chair, created a line-shaped imprint. It's probably about a 3-inch bruised line, and it looks just like in one long stretch. So it could be the length of your chair. It's a pretty clean mark though, so it clearly was an impact of just one space the whole time.
I'm gonna stand up to look at my chair to make a comparison to see if I can line it up to something on my chair, but I think I have a sinking suspicion.
Roll an investigation check.
13. Teased me with that 16 and flopped over.
As you look and kind of detail the size and length of the chair, it's as close as you could possibly think. Yeah, it might be a little off, so maybe you didn't completely lean on it all the way. So there's a little space, a little leeway space, but it's possible it's the same. But no, it doesn't look like it's the exact length. So there's a little bit of off.
I'm going to go ahead and think about it for just a moment, and I want to start looking at the code for this game again.
All
Something's
right.
not right.
You start typing in your password and all the techware you were given when you first were given the beta version of the game, logging in, trying to find where you've been many a time before, directly into the code of this game, and using your skills with tearing apart computers. You also have had plenty of experience, with the software programming as well. But as you delve deep into it, the programming is bizarre. You see nothing but tons of ones and zeros, twos, ones, twos, ones, two, one and zeros. It goes on and on and on, and there's no section where you can find any label or distinguishing factor of a specific program.
Code. Just leave it for the morning. Now go ahead and shut down my terminal and try to head downstairs and look for some.
As you do, your grandfather greets you at the bottom. Or your uncle, sorry. Your uncle greets you at the bottom. Well, didn't think I'd hear from you at all today.
Yeah, I've been exhausted at school recently. I figured it was a good time to stop. They got that program out that they've been working on.
Oh. Well, how did that go? I know you were working on that yourself, as he gets up from his chair with a cup of tea.
I think they gave me the alpha test because this is completely different than what they were giving me.
Oh. Well, these days, I'm not surprised by any of this fancy doodad technology. Next thing you know, they're not even going to need a gardener. And I'll be out of the job. Nobody wants me to fix anything these days either.
Alright, I got redeems.
No problem.
There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, they're always gonna need somebody to work on it, Unc.
Well, here's
They'll
hoping.
never make a robot that fix robots.
As he walks past you up to his room across the way, his and upstairs like yours, his is actually just next to the kitchen. All right. Close up the house when you're done with whatever you're doing. Make sure to eat. You've been up there all day. As he sips his tea. I'm gonna go watch my game shows before I pass out.
Let me know if there's any zingers on there.
Oh,
And I'll make
I
my way
will.
to the grid.
As he walks in, you just hear the loud TV on before he closes the door. You believe he's on the Family Feud show.
Oh boy, family. That's memories.
He
Alrighty,
hacked into his TV and was able to get a huge amount of free classic TV shows.
Just give that stuff away now. Alrighty. I'm gonna go find me a
Drink
snack
water.
and
Become
try to eat and get some sleep so I can meet the others at school tomorrow.
Alrighty. As you fall asleep, Zane, as you remove your gear and come to, there's this uncomfortable feeling. Not so much pain, there's no headaches, no nausea, nothing like that, but for some reason you almost feel alone. Like if that was a feeling you could just feel, like the essence of something missing from you, like something's been stolen, like when you forgot your wallet or when you forgot, your headset at school or something. You feel that just by taking off the headset, like something all of a sudden is absent from you that you have had with you and you've had with you, but it's just gone now.
I'm not much of a talker, so yeah, I'll just lay down on the bed. I'll look at my Digivice and inspect it a bit.
As you hold up your Digivice, the first thing that catches you off guard is, wait, this was in the video game? And you didn't even think twice about picking that up and holding it over your head. But this is the exact same Digivice that was in your hand in the digital world.
I start pressing buttons on it, see what happens.
You start to
If it
click
works in the real
around,
world.
but there's no residual energy, there's no power, it's just dark. Oh, it looks like each Digivice is a chrome metal coloration based on their character. His is a golden color, so it is a golden Digivice from Season 1, if you're a Digimon fan.
That was the Season 1 Digivices.
Yes.
Ah, nice. I go checking on my family, because why not?
As you open the door, sitting at the front of your door, both of them curled up together, kind of sleeping on each other's backs, like back to back, are your little sisters, Olive and Petunia.
They're asleep, you said?
They are asleep. So you're used to them kind of sneaking into your room in the morning and kind of cuddling up with their big brother before you wake up, which is always how you wake up, is they keep bugging you and hugging you while you're trying to sleep.
I tiptoe past them and go see my mum.
She is currently in the kitchen. You don't see your dad. You gather he might be upstairs watching the television. But your mother, Amelia, is currently finishing up dishes as she looks to you coming in. Oh, there you are.
Oh, hey, feeling kind of hungry. Can you, make me something?
Oh, I already did, sweetie. It's in the microwave, wrapped up, just in case. I figured you were busy, but I wanted you to have something in case you were working late.
Fine. So I just take it and go to my room. I just wanted to check up on them, but no.
Sleep well, and take care of your sisters. I think they fell asleep outside your room again.
Yeah, they need to stop doing that.
Can't help it, They just love their big brother.
Yeah, they can love me quietly.
All right, just make sure they get to a proper bed.
Not my job. So,
Good night, dear.
yeah. So, I just walk upstairs.
As you kind of walk past them yet again, they still don't budge, and your dad walks out. Hello, boy.
Hey, watching TV again?
I just, enjoying the news. Everyone's really ecstatic about this new school and this new game that's just been released today. I trust that's what you were doing.
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you are able to enjoy that part of school.
Yeah, well, that is why we moved here, so.
Quite right. Right. Well, I'll leave you be then, son. As he picks up the two girls. I'll get them out of your hair.
Yeah.
Good night, son.
And as. Yeah, night. And so go back into my room.
As you fall asleep, as the rest of you all fall asleep, after enjoying the rest of your nights, you awaken to a new morning of school, as all of you wake up at your respective times and start heading to your classes. First off, Azriel.
Present.
As you arrive at school early, as always, you go into the computer lab, where your first classes usually begin. Sitting at the front, as always, the quiet and unsociable individual known as Shu just kind of stares at you as you walk in as he goes back to his computer. Starts typing vigorously again. And
just kind of give him a sidelong glance and move towards my desk.
as you also walk in, sitting at the front desk, seemingly inside his computer as well, for the first time actually here around the same time as you. Usually he's a bit late, considering he's a professor. You'd think he wouldn't be, but, you know, he tries his best. As Professor Jiro kind of just stares at you. Oh, great. You're back.
Why wouldn't I be? You need me here every day, don't you? Or you're out of a job.
Yeah. Alright, just get to your desk. You two are seemingly the first to class again. I don't know why you guys come in so early.
Sit down at my desk and start working on the tail end of the homework assignment that I obviously didn't finish last night.
As you start working on it, the individual known as Shu just kind of looks at you and gives you this kind of stink eye, like almost a annoyance.
What's going on, Shu? Don't even bother looking up from my laptop. I can feel you staring from over here.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Shoot!
What'd you think of that game yesterday?
I liked it. Thought it was pretty good. What, do you have a different opinion on it?
I'm just curious. Did you experience anything different, unique about this game?
I'm gonna freeze up for just a moment, stop typing, and kinda feel the twinge in my back still a little sore. Nothing that comes to mind. What do you have go happen to you?
Nothing that matters. Just seeing if anything strange is happening. If you don't have anything you can tell me, then never mind. I'm not interested.
Well, if I find anything, I'll let you know. I'll get right back to typing.
Whatever.
Trying to glancing at him every once in a while.
As you continue to type, we move over to Zane. As Zane, you arrive for your morning practice.
Am I with the coach? Or who am I?
Yes, with the coach.
Hey, coach, how's it going?
It could be going better. How about you start running with the rest of them? We'll see how well it keeps going. Huh? And no dilly-dally this time, and try not to show up anybody.
I make no promises.
As you continue to run, you see the morning practice as well of the younger students in high school doing their morning practices for the sports team. Currently, you see the bicycle team going around the track, kind of pacing with you all, kind of going on the sides of it so they don't run into any of the runners. And you see Megumi riding her bicycle, and she kind of stares at you. And you notice her start to kind of slow down as she tries to catch up to you.
Hey, President Go.
I have a name, you know.
Is it President Go?
It's not President Girl, it's Megumi. You know that, Zane.
Same thing, same thing.
So, how'd you feel after we logged out yesterday?
It was weird. Not used to feeling like that normally, but yeah.
Okay. I have something I gotta show you though. Run next to me. I'll ride my bike slowly.
Yeah, sure.
Digimon Frontier is my favorite. Just FYI. Also, as you're running next to her, keeping pace with her bicycle, she holds out a small light blue metallic device. Okay, this is freaky. I found this in my pocket last night when I woke up. This is the same thing that was in that game. Is this something we got in the box or something? I just don't remember.
Do I know what it is?
She's holding a Digivice, just like you found last night.
Oh yeah, I tried to see if it worked or not, but yeah. Seemed dead to me.
Same, mine doesn't want to work either. But I don't remember having it in the box.
I've just learned not to question things and go with it.
You're not going to question the fact that a random metallic item we got in a video game somehow miraculously appears in our pockets or hands by the morning?
Do you have an answer for it?
Well, no, not really. Now that you mention it, no, I don't really have an answer for it. I thought you would have something. You're older. Maybe you could tell me what was going on, or maybe you saw it in the box beforehand.
Hey, your guess is as good as mine.
All right. Sorry to bother you during your morning run.
Well, try keep up with me if you can.
Huh. You're gonna try to outrun me on a bicycle? This ought to be fun. Roll me a dexterity check.
Yeah.
So D20 and just add your dexterity.
Roll. 13 plus 4. So 17.
She got an 18. As she is keeping pace with you and starts to just slowly ride past you in the bike. Ha! Told you you couldn't outrun a bicycle. But I give you props for getting this close. as she continues to bike away. See you later, Zane!
Eyes grown and eye roll at her.
As you see her go by, a couple of the other ones in the ROTC program like you are jogging next to you and just kind of look at you with odd eyes. All of them about your age, some of them a bit 1 year older, just kind of giving you odd looks like, okay.
Can I help you with something?
No, just don't see you talk to other people a lot.
I talk to people that don't annoy me, usually.
And they all just kind of stare away at that comment and start running, continuing.
I just continue jogging.
Alrighty, as you continue your morning practice, Aiko. As you awaken yet again to a chaotic morning, you finally reach your classroom again after so long of just your kind of morning routine at this point of your little brother bothering you, your mother lecturing you, and your father embarrassing you.
Such is my life.
As you all sit down and get to your seats, you see Nason like freaking over something in his hand as you sit at your desk. Oh, hey, hello there.
What you got there, buddy?
I show you. Come closer.
I don't need to get closer. Please just...
I just don't want anyone else to see it, but very well. Okay, I get closer to you, yeah? Alright.
I just have this thing about space.
Alright. He covers his hand a bit and shows as he's holding a familiar item in your eyes. As you see this kind of light greenish colored digivice in his hand.
Interesting. How did you get that?
I think it was in the box. I just completely didn't notice it. So I found it this morning on my desk next to my computer. And so I've been just trying to mess with it, see what it can do, see if it can program or plug into another game system. I see no plugs though, so I don't know how this could have been attached to the video game. Must be Bluetooth.
Or maybe just a novelty or a shelf placement thing, kind of like a picture frame or an anime model figure.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes more sense. It hasn't turned on, so maybe there is no electricity in it.
You know, kind of like what they did with that Zelda game that came out. They gave everybody these cute little, like, wooden placard things that they got to put up, and some people got sleeves even.
Oh, yes, I have that entire collection. I even have the old ones from, like, the 2000 early days. When Skyward Sword came out, I have the golden Wiimote.
You say early days of Skyward Sword. You don't know what you're missing. Aside from some rage-inducing levels.
I've never played it, but I did get the Wiimote, so that's really the collector's item.
Okay, so not much of a video game player, just a collector.
Oh, no, I play the video games. I'm just not into retro games.
I just feel like you'll probably respect nowadays games if you experienced what they started from. Because trust me, going from Pac-Man and Dig Dug to Tears of the Kingdom and this Digimon VR game, huge difference.
Oh, I don't doubt it. You're right. Perhaps for my next stream I can do a retro day. Oh, yes, that's a good idea. I can probably download those old games onto my computer. They might run a little slow, but they should still work.
No, there's plenty of emulators out there.
You know, I'm kind of surprised. I did not take you for a video gamer.
I have a hobby.
Yes, of course.
Well, granted, my first video games was like Guitar Hero, and that got me into my singing career, so... nostalgia, I guess?
Well, Guitar Hero I know, since that game has never gone out of style. What are we on now, Guitar Hero 20?
No, now we're on, like, Rocksmith and something else where they changed the guitar layout, or hell, now you can plug in an actual guitar. And that is a little uncomfortable. I miss the buttons, like just the 5 buttons. Now the new guitar has like an upper and a bottom level where you can move your fingers, and I'm just like, oh my god, no. No!
Ugh, that sounds like fun. And as you guys keep talking, you see Azrael come in as he joins the class for his second class of the day in his remedial classes for biology. As Azrael, you sit down to the 2 familiar faces you were playing online with.
Well, good morning. Nice to see you both made it in successfully.
What, did somebody not...
I figured at least some people were going to stay up late and keep playing the game.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant.
Why? What did you think he meant?
Well, after that whole confrontation in the game and the kind of horror aspect, I thought this turned into, like, Sword Art Online or something like that.
Sword Art Online. You really are a retro person.
That's not even oh, forget it.
Sorry, I just had the meme pop into my head from the Owl House. I remember when this was in theaters. 30 years old, I remember when this was in theaters.
As you all sit down to your classes, your teacher, Professor Emmy, comes in. All right, everybody. Sit down. Sit down, everyone. Stand. As as the current student rep for this class. Megumi's the other classroom. As you all stand, bow, sit. All right. So, first roll call. All right. Mary Anderson. Marianne, I guess she's not here today. Okay, not here. Not surprised. Some students couldn't pace themselves, I guess, last night. Azrael Crescent.
Present.
Nasan Schultz. Here. Shu Takeru. Shu. Oh, right. And finally, as she goes through a couple of the lists, Aiko Yumi.
Here.
Perfect. First, some announcements. So, as you all noticed, we have a few absentees. I believe Mary is just simply out sick. We haven't been notified of anything. As for Shu, he will no longer be in our classroom. He has been moved to the upper levels due to his advanced educational needs. So please, wish him good luck next time you see him. And finally, today we will be starting a new chapter. Natural biology and family groupings of species. We'll start with wolves, and we'll move on to apes, lions, and other smaller family-based species as we go on. As you guys continue class, Zane. As you go to your classroom, which is in the computer room right now, as you sit down and the professor, for you, who is Professor Jiro, starts to make his roll call, he announces two new students joining us. All right. For those who don't know, we got 2 new students joining us today. One from a lower grade, and one who just transferred in. First off, we have Shu Takaru. Hi. Is that it? That's all you're gonna... Okay, whatever. He is an advanced student coming from the high school courses, so he'll be joining us from now on. Everyone be nice, especially you, Zane.
What's that supposed to mean?
And then for our next student. He is a new transfer over here. I want you all to welcome a new student who is... Well, I want you all to be kind to him and understanding, and he's going to probably need some of your help as he goes around. As a person rolls in a wheelchair, based on what you could tell with the wheelchair itself, Zane, he looks probably around 5'9", 6 foot. As he rolls up, he has long blonde hair, and he's wearing like a full-on brace up to his neck. All right. Please welcome Coda Dempsey. As this individual rolls up in his wheelchair. Hello everyone. I'm Coda. I'm 19 years old, and yeah, I just transferred here. So, by the way, I'm fully capable. I help, this wheelchair is kind of my ride, so to speak. So don't worry. I won't bother anybody, I promise. Alright. Rest of you. Back to what you're doing. Shu and Coda, you can sit in the back there next to Zane. Don't worry, he doesn't bite. I hope. As they move over to you, Zane, they both kind of just stare at you. Hi. Zane, is it? I'm Coda. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I guess. So, like, what happened to you?
Well, you don't waste time, do you? I like that. What happened to me is simple. I was a bit of a rough and rider myself when I was a younger, teenager. And, one too many accidents happened. I trusted somebody I shouldn't have trusted, and I ended up in this. So, it was a good learning lesson, but I'm fine with it, managing best I can.
And this is like permanent.
Well, as far as I know it is, but you never know. Miracles happen every day, and I'm hopeful for some new sciences that have been going around I've been hearing about. So...
Interesting. Assuming you've heard about the new Digimon thing going on.
I did hear about it. In fact, I actually already had a little bit of playtime myself. See, the upside of kind of this whole chair thing is they take a lot of pity on you, so I get a lot of freebies. So I got a really cool little early game session. But I also got to play yesterday with the rest of you. I had a lot of fun.
Is that so? I did not see you. At least I don't remember.
Oh, well, probably just didn't meet up. Upside of the digital world, though, is I don't gotta rely on this set of wheels.
Really?
Yeah. Digital world's full of opportunities.
Who exactly is your partner?
My partner?
Well, everyone seems to have gotten a partner, so I would assume you got one.
Yeah, I got one. Not much of one, but he does what he's told to do. You know, like any of those Digimon do. Man, did you notice some of these weak designs they have, though? I was kind of bummed by a few of them. As he continues to talk, you hear the kind of almost a chuckle from Shu next to you. Would you please, both of you, stop talking? Every time you talk, it makes me irritated in ways I can't even explain. So, if you wouldn't mind keeping it down, I get it. Whole, wheelchair thing, sympathy, doesn't really bother me, but just keep it down, please, so I can focus on what I'm doing. Because I'm already trying to ignore the teacher, let alone ignoring you two.
You're the Gleaming Kid from before, right? I believe we met.
Did we? It must not have been very memorable for me, because I can't picture you at all.
No, weirdly enough, I like you.
Well, congratulations. You're probably one of the first. But don't worry, I won't remember that either. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get back to work. This teacher is a moron. As he starts typing on his computer, like, vigorously, and you glance at his computer, and he is just going nuts. And you've been on enough computer courses, you recognize this programming style. Like, he is severely hacking into something. Like, he is breaking through multitudes of security systems.
Looks pretty intense what you're doing right there.
Oh, just a simple little game. Just a simple game.
Do you two happen to know each other? I'm sorry, it's Kling. Yeah.
Who? The cripple? No, I can't say I've had the pleasure. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
don't
just
worry
a
about
thought.
it. I'm not offended at all by anything you're saying. And no, I have not had the pleasure of your company either, I don't believe. But I appreciate it all the same, the sheer care you have for the fellow students and your teachers. So, enjoy the rest of your time. God, this kid is a real jerk.
Wait, who do you say that to?
Oh, he's saying that to you, sorry. He's whispering to you. I don't want to be that guy who insults people, especially, I'm the guy in the wheelchair, but oh my gosh. Can, there be a worse behaved kid? I mean, what is this kid, 14?
I mean, if he's here, then it can't be that bad, surely.
Well, I'll take your word for it. You probably know him better than I do. You seem to recognize him.
Yeah, it seems like he knows what he's doing.
All right. Well, nice meeting you and all. I'm sure we'll talk again. Hope for a much more longer conversation next time. You enjoy the rest of the class. I gotta pay attention because I have no idea what this teacher's talking about at this point. I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy, machines and such.
Good to know.
As he goes back to his work, Zane, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, one sec. D20. Wait, I rolled a B. What is that?
Did you roll a perception? Oh, you rolled a natural 20. That's what you rolled. That's a crit.
Oh, nice.
So you rolled a critical hit. So yeah, most of the time, if you're doing an ability save or an actual attempt at doing something, that's usually a critical success. So it basically means no matter what, you automatically succeed, unless it's a very high point of entry, in the 30s kind of thing. But as you roll perception, as you look around and your eyes don't directly look at either one of them, but you notice it instantly on both of them. Hidden away, attempt pretty well actually, but you kind of see right through them. On his chair, kind of attached to the handlebar, as part of the metal, you see this kind of deep, kind of dark chrome digivice with a little hint accent of like a purplish red. And then over to the other side, you see another one on shoe, like a deep dark orange, hidden under his clothes as like a necklace. But both of them seem to be purposely hiding them or keeping them out of, plain sight. As the class goes forward and the day comes to a close as classes start to switch around, as you all get up to go to your next course, Azriel,
Yes.
as you come out of your class, heading towards your higher up courses, you head to the machine shop class, which handles more in the hands-on, like fixing of computers and small machines situation. And as you enter into the classroom, you see in the far back corner, in a wheelchair, like pushed up to one of the computers, tearing it apart, kind of with tools in hand, fixing it about, a blonde-haired individual. And as you get a little closer, as you get to your desk, something about this individual seems very familiar, but you can't place it. Roll me a history check.
19.
19. It can't be, but it looks like it. It looks like your old friend, acquaintance. It's hard to really place how you guys felt about each other after the situation occurred, but that's gotta be him. Much older. I mean, it's been a few years. He's definitely grown into his teens, despite the chair. And you see Coda Dempsey, the young boy who used to hang around you all the time, kind of messing around with machines when you were younger, and who was also the test driver of your first attempt at fixing and, building from scrap a motorcycle to attempt to drive yourself, and he was the first to test it. Unfortunately, that did not go well.
Yeah.
And as you see him and recognize him, he looks up to you, like he just now noticed you walk in, puts the tool down, and just kind of stares you in the eyes. Ah. Well. So we meet again, Azriel. And as he says that, we are going to pick up there next time.
Yay, drama.
As you stare at him, he stares at you, and the kind of awkwardness of the entire scene just is how we end this stream for today. As we will pick up there the next time on Saturday for some more D&D Digimon. No, I can't say that, Zero. I'll get copyrighted. Next time on Cut. But thank you all so much for stopping by. Those over on Necro's stream, thank you so much. Those on Shield Studio stream, thank you so much. You all make this worthwhile. And the rest of you, the players, thank you all for playing. It is so much fun. And I hope you all are having fun. So I look forward to the next session. Hopefully, Rando Gaming will be able to join us again next time. He couldn't join us this time, so wish him well as he recovers. And all of you have a wonderful rest of your days as we love you all because we are dragons and we love our treasure. And you are our treasure and we love you. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your days, your weeks, and just kind of enjoy everything there is to enjoy. So have a good rest of your time. And we love you all so much.
See ya, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
The mute button is my enemy.